Today we're going to go ahead and answer the most important question, and that is the PlayStation VR 2nd generation worth it? Let's go ahead and find out. Starting off with the packaging. Looks exactly the same like the 1st generation packaging, to be honest. It feels identical. So using the trusty flathead, because that's all I was able to find, that's sharp enough to open up these tabs. Ooh. Yeah. Oh my god, this is challenging to take off without damaging the Fox. I don't want to damage this billet to fall off. More tabs to open. Now, I'm no stranger when it comes to VR. I own the Quest 1, the Quest 2, even the Quest Pro. And I've had my hands on with the PlayStation 1st generation VR headset. And from my understanding, the Quest 2 actually is really well spec'd out. Now, it is still, unfortunately, is tethered with wire to the PlayStation 5. It's not 100% wireless, but new this time is it now just connects with one USB-C cable, and the wire is indeed replaceable. Just, it's a pain in the butt to get to it. But PlayStation have posted on their website that you can actually swap this, so if your pet gets it or the cable itself just is not working properly due to normal wear and tear, it's not the end of the world. You don't have to buy another headset. You can do it yourself, which does require a little bit of skill level based off of this video. But here's the headset itself. It has a very similar vibe like the 1st generation PSVR. It does have OLED panels. There's a new button back here that you will press to extend. And just goes on like so. It's actually pretty comfortable. Oh yeah, definitely a lot more comfortable than the previous generation. And I want to say it's possibly more comfortable than my Meta Quest Pro. Of course, I'll go ahead and take this off and continue the unboxing. I'll test if I can wear glasses underneath it in a little bit. Nothing much here. Nothing out of the ordinary. Instruction guides. One USB-A to USB-C cable. And of course the Sony earbud attachment with the actual clips on the side of the headset. So new this time is actual dedicated controllers for the PSVR. Way better than the PlayStation previous Move controllers. These are pretty comfortable to grip, and from my understanding, these also have like finger sensitivity where the controller itself can actually identify your finger movements. They are indeed rechargeable, USB-C, but aside from that, that's the whole unboxing experience. Trigger has a good amount of resistance, and the FOV this time is actually, and the pixel per eye on this OLED display is actually quite impressive compared to the Quest 2, as it's 2000 by 2040. And has a hertz rates that could go anywhere between 90 to 120 hertz. Just however, unlike the Quest, there's no PC support as the time making this video. Sure, somebody could make some sort of third-party software that allowed this headset to communicate with the PC for some PC VR gaming. But as of right now, the Quest is the only one that is capable of doing that, wired and wirelessly. So let's go ahead and set this up and see how the wiring is. So the instructions to set up the PlayStation, it's actually pretty basic. Just literally plug it into the single USB-C port that's literally in the front. I love that. No need to get that big old box or anything like that. Fiddle with the HDMIs. And everything else in the instruction guide is pretty self-explanatory. It even has a Guardian setting, which is quite nice and advanced. And so from my understanding, as soon as I plug in this USB-C port in the PlayStation, power on the headset, oh man, it vibrated. PlayStation logo is on my screen. Remove your VR headset and follow the instructions on the screen. No, okay. Well, it's telling me to follow these screen instructions. Oh, there is a software update I have to do. And right away, it identifies the VR headset. Get started. Well, the eye tracking. God damn, my eyes are that bad. Oh, sweet. And it actually shows what I'm seeing on the display. That's amazing. Am I right? My left. I'm not going to put the straps because YOLO. This is actually pretty advanced. It's blinking in real time. That's crazy. Start scanning. Oh, this is better than the Quest in a sense, but there's no way to manually override it, I believe. It literally just scans the whole room for me. Oh, I could edit. Okay, so you can override it. Oh my god, both controllers are low on batteries. Okay. Well, on that unfortunate end, I have to continue playing and testing out this VR headset. But first impressions, I'm quite impressed. I could wear my glasses with this thing. So unfortunately, my controllers are dead. Came very low on batteries out of the box, so that's very, very unfortunate. I'm going to set them aside, let it charge, But I'm actually really impressed with the PSVR. The second generation came a long way compared to the very first generation. There is that screen, but it's nowhere near as bad how it used to be for the screen door effect. And the eye tracking is actually really great. It feels amazing and natural. It's almost on par to like the Quest Pro. And this technically doesn't cost as much, but when you consider the PlayStation 5 itself, it does tend to add up close to it. But I'm going to be testing this out a lot more in the next few hours for upcoming comparison video against the Quest 2 versus the Quest Pro and the PSVR 2. So hopefully you guys got some good information out of this video. Based off first impressions though, to answer the title of the video, yes, I do see the PSVR second generation definitely is worth it. They came a long way. Everything works fluidly. All the amazing features that we love about the Quest 2, the PSVR has, minus the cable, unfortunately. It still dangles from the backside, so I was stepping on it as I was moving around. But if you have a belt or something like that, you can always wrap around or maneuver it so it doesn't bug you while gaming. Or you can mount it on the ceiling like I've seen some other people do. And anyways, I'm getting off track. If you'd like to watch more, there's this video over here. But aside from that, thank you so much for watching. Take care, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. See ya.